హ్యాంగ్అవుట్ లో ఉన్నాను. ఒక 2 hours తర్వాత చేస్తాను. ఓకేనా? ఈ 2 hours క్లాస్ అయిపోయింగానే చేస్తాను. చేస్తున్నా వాళ్ళు చేసుకోమన్నారు, అక్కడ పెట్టానన్నారు. ఏమన్నా కావాలంటే ఫోన్ చేసి అడగచ్చు మనం.
జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ.
జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ అండి. శ్రీధర స్వామి ఇన్విటేషన్ పోస్ట్ అయింది అందరికి?
ఒకసారి చూస్తున్నాను.
నేను ఇంకా పంపించలేదు, అంటే మీ అందరి పేర్లు పెట్టాను.
నాకు దీంట్లో వచ్చింది మరి ఇప్పుడే.
అవునవును అవునవును.
మామూలు మీరు జనరల్ పంపించి ఆ ZTS ఆ ఈమెయిల్ గా రాలేదు, జాయిన్ అని చెప్పి వచ్చింది. నార్మల్ గా అయితే ZTS నుంచి వచ్చేది.
వస్తుంది ఇప్పుడు వస్తుంది. మేము జస్ట్ రీచ్ అయ్యాం ఇవాళ. అసలు మధ్యాహ్నం 2 hours బ్యాక్ జాయిన్ రీచ్ అవ్వాల్సింది ఇప్పుడే రీచ్ అయ్యాం.
మీ భగవద్గీత కూడా అవ్వలేదేమో?
వాళ్ళ భగవద్గీత లేదు లక్కీగా, లేకపోతే ఇంకా టెన్షన్ అయింది నాకు. 4 hours జర్నీ మేము ఆల్మోస్ట్ 6.5 7 hours చేస్తాం డ్యూ టు రైన్. పెద్ద ట్రక్ కి యాక్సిడెంట్ అయింది. దేవుడా.
శ్రీమన్నారాయణ.
ఇంకెవరికో ఇద్దరికి యాడ్ చేయమన్నారు. ఇప్పుడు వచ్చిన మెయిల్ మీరు ఎవరికి యాడ్ చేయమన్నారు, ఇద్దరికి పంపించరా ప్లీజ్. నా ల్యాప్టాప్ లో నేను ఈ ఇమెయిల్ నుంచి జాయిన్ అయ్యాను, ఆ మెయిల్ రాదు. ఇంకో 2 పేర్లు పెట్టారు కదా మీరు.
నేను ఇది క్లోజ్ చేసి మళ్ళీ మీరు ఇంకో ఈమెయిల్ వచ్చిందండి, దాంట్లో యాడ్ అవుతాను.
కాదు మీరు ఉండొచ్చు, ఇందులో ఉండొచ్చు.
జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ మాతాజీ.
జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణమ్మా.
యూఆర్ ఓకే?
యా వీఆర్ ఫైన్. మాకేం కాలేదు, కానీ పెద్ద ట్రక్ యాక్సిడెంట్ అయింది. సో చాలా రైన్ ఒకటి, జస్ట్ చేరుకున్నాం.
ఓకే ఓకే.
మైత్రి అంబాటి గారికి పంపించనే, మళ్ళీ ఇంకోసారి ఫార్వర్డ్ చేయనా? అంబాటి SHANUA. సో మనం ఇవాళ 3rd శ్లోకం నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి కదమ్మా?
అవును.
జస్ట్ సమయం వాళ్ళిద్దరికి కూడా పంపించేసాను, అయిపోయింది.
సరే, నేను కూడా పంపించాను, నో ప్రాబ్లం అండి. సరే, మళ్ళీ మెసేజ్ పెడతాను వాళ్ళకి.
వాళ్ళు యాక్చువల్గా Module 2 పూర్తయిపోవాలి అని అనుకున్నా. దేవుడి దయ, Module 2 శ్లోక పార్ట్ పూర్తయిపోతే రేపు Module 3 శ్లోక స్టార్ట్ చేయొచ్చు, స్లోరీస్ డిస్కస్ చేయొచ్చు అనుకున్నాను. ఫ్యూ మినిట్స్ వెయిట్ చేద్దామా మిగతా వాళ్ళ కోసం?
వాణి గారు కూడా జాయిన్ అవుతారేమో, అంటే వారు ఇందాక 8:30కి జాయిన్ అయ్యారు, అందుకోసం మళ్ళీ మెసేజ్ పెట్టారు అనమాట.
వెయిట్ చేస్తే నాకు పర్వాలేదు, నేను చెప్పాను కదండి పర్వాలేదు. 4 hours జర్నీ 6.5 hours పట్టిందండి. అమెరికాలో బయలుదేరాక మన చేతిలో లేదు. ఎక్కడైనా అంతేలేండి, పంచాయతీ స్తోత్రం చదువుకోవడం ఇక్కడ.
అప్పటికి ట్రాఫిక్ గురించి ఉండేది, లేకపోతే అది కూడా శ్లోకం దాంట్లో ఉండే బాగుండేది. జలే రక్షద, అదే కాకుండా ట్రాఫిక్ కూడా లేకుండా ఉండేట్టుగా ఏదన్నా.
సర్వతః బెటర్ గా, సర్వతహాలు అన్ని వచ్చేస్తాయి. సర్వతః అన్నిటి నుంచి, అన్ని వైపుల నుంచి, అన్ని రకాల ప్రయాణ మార్గాల నుండి. ఇంకది మీరు ఏమేం కొత్త కొత్త క్రియేట్ చేసినా మనిషి అవన్నీ అందులో సర్వతహాలో పెట్టేయచ్చు. పెద్దలు అందుకే పెట్టారు. మనిషి యొక్క ప్రవృత్తులు ఎంతో విచిత్రంగా ఎలా మారుతాయో తెలుసుకుని వాళ్ళు కనుక పెట్టుంటారు పాపం పెద్దలు.
జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ.
జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణమ్మా.
రష్ అయిపోయింది ఇవాళ మీకు?
దట్స్ ఓకే, అట్ లాస్ట్ విత్ స్వామీజీస్ గ్రేస్ we are fine and reached safely. వాణి గారు లాస్ట్ వీక్ మిస్ అయ్యాను మిమ్మల్ని.
అవును, సండే ఉండలేదు. we had to go for a yoga session.
Okay.
which we couldn't.
ఇంటర్నేషనల్ యోగా డే కి ప్రిపేర్ అవుతున్నారు అందరూ?
అవును, 21st కదా. Temple lo we are doing karma yoga, so we are making preparations for that.
బాగుంది. సో మీరు స్టార్ట్ చేయొచ్చా?
చేద్దామండి.
ఓకే. అస్మద్గురుభ్యో నమః.
అస్మద్గురుభ్యో నమః.
ఓం నమః పరమర్షిభ్యో నమః పరమర్షిభ్యః.
ఓం నమః
పరమర్షిభ్యో నమః పరమర్షిభ్యో నమః.
ఓం నమః పరమర్షిభ్యో నమః పరమర్షిభ్యః.
ఓం నమః
పరమర్షిభ్యో నమః పరమర్షిభ్యః.
ఓం పూర్ణమిదం పూర్ణమదః
పూర్ణమదః
పూర్ణాత్ పూర్ణముదచ్యతే
పూర్ణాత్ పూర్ణముదచ్యతే
పూర్ణస్య పూర్ణమాదాయ
పూర్ణస్య పూర్ణమాదాయ
పూర్ణమేవావశిష్యతే.
పూర్ణమేవావశిష్యతే.
ఓం కాశ్యపాన్వయ సంజాతం
కాశ్యతాన్మయ సంజాతం
నారాయణ పదాశ్రితం
నారాయణ
పదాశ్రితం
శ్రీమన్నారాయణం వందే
శ్రీమన్నారాయణం
వందే
యతీశ్వర శ్రేయాజుషం
యతీశ్వర శ్రియాజుషం
So we started last week. We started the Paratvadi Panchakam, which is the upgraded version for the Purnamidam. So let us chant the first two slokas, then we will go to the third one. We were able to complete only two slokas with the meaning and explanation. Udyetbhanusa. Hello?
I'm just going through the workbook of Gajendra Moksham, page 126. Analogy is Gajendra Moksham is to eliminate bad dreams, as dash is to beautify thoughts. So I didn't understand, like
Krishnastakam. In the introduction of Krishnastakam, maybe it is given.
Gajendra Moksham.
No. Gajendra Moksham is to remove the bad dreams, to give good thoughts. In the introduction of Krishnastakam, you may see that.
Okay, so Krishnastakam.
I think so.
But how to explain to students, like we chant Gajendra Moksham at the early morning and we chant that to remove the bad dreams? Okay. Like means Ramaskandam in module 1, what we do?
Actually, it is the early morning prayer. But if you are seriously or serially and every day, if you are haunted by the bad dreams, then you can chant even bedtime. That's what we have to say.
So means with besides Ramaskandam, we need even can chant Gajendra Mokshanam also while before going to sleep.
Kontamandiki every day they will get to the same bad dream, which is like haunting, right? Then Gajendra Moksham is the powerful stotra for that. Dose improve chestam, increase chestam annamata. First 50 mg, tarvata 100 mg, 500 mg laga. The haunting of bad dreams, then we will go for the Gajendra Mokshanam. Just so just check with the Krishnastakam. I thought it is Krishnastakam. Otherwise, I will refer and come back to you. Okay, now.
Yes, Mataji.
So let us start with the two slokas. Let us chant, and third sloka I will start. Uttipanu sahasra bhaswara parak yomaspadam nirmala jnanananda ghana swarupamamala jnanadibhishadgunaiः जुष्टं सूर्यजनाधिपं धृतरथाङ्गाब्जादिभूषोज्ज्वलम् श्रीभूसेव्यमनन्तभोगिनिलयम् श्रीवासुदेवं भजे आमोदे भुवने प्रमोदवुत सम्मोदे च सङ्कर्षणम् प्रद्युम्नं च तथा निरुद्धमपि तान् संहार सृष्टिस्थितिः कुर्वाणान्मतिमुख्यषट्गुणवरैः युक्तां स्त्रियुग्मात्मकैः योहाधिष्ठित वासुदेवमपि तम् क्षीराब्धिनाथं भजे. So these are the two slokas which explains about the first one, Paraswarupa, which is explained in Purna Madaha, that is the place above all this cosmos, which is the divine cosmos, Adaha, that is his personal place. And Lord in that place will be called as the Paravasudeva, Sri Vasudeva, and he is having 6 wonderful divine qualities. Okay. Now, in the second slokam, the divine abode, the planning abode, Vyuha Swarupa is explained. That is Vasudeva Vyuha, Pradyumna Vyuha, Aniruddha Vyuha, and Sankarshana Vyuha. So, Aniruddha Vyuha is the creation department, and Pradyumna is the protection. PP, you can remember Aniruddha, creation, Pradyumna, protection, Sankarshana is for the recycling. Pavan, Australia Bridge లో ఉన్నాను 2 more hours please. పవన్, ఆస్ట్రేలియా బ్రిడ్జ్ లో ఉన్నాను 2 more hours please. చెప్పు. లేదు, సోమవారితో కనెక్ట్ అవ్వాలనుకున్న వాళ్ళు ఆ టైంకే చేయాలి అని చెప్పి నవ్వేశారు. 4 సార్లు అడిగాం. నో మోర్. లేదు లేదు, సోమవారం స్టార్ట్ చేస్తారు. అదే స్పిరిచువల్ బ్రిడ్జ్కి మనం అంతా కనెక్ట్ అవుతాం అంతే. అది గీతామృత దీక్ష గతంలో అలాగే చేసాం కదా, అక్కడేం బ్రిడ్జ్ లేవు. సోమవారం సంకల్పమే బ్రిడ్జ్ అందరికి. అది ఆల్ ఓవర్ ద గ్లోబ్ స్ప్రెడ్ అవుతుంది. ఎవరి ఇండ్లలో వాళ్ళు చేసుకోవడం అంతే. కానీ సేమ్ టైంకి కనెక్ట్ అయితే సోమవారం సంకల్పానికి కనెక్ట్ అవుతాం అందరం. అది ఓకే. థ్యాంక్ యూ. జస్ట్ సారీ, Swamiji started Swanti Sundaram to spread everyone from June 17th. In the Adhika Masa, Purushottama Masa, Swamiji is making everyone to chant on the same time. Maybe you got the mail, right?
We checked in the website, Mataji, but not clear like who will allocate the sloka actually.
మీకు కావాలంటే నేను ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఒక స్ప్రెడ్ షీట్ షేర్ చేస్తాను. అట్ ద ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ది క్లాస్ ఐ విల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్. ఓకేనా?
ఓకే. yes
నారాయణ. So in the Pradyumna is the protection Vyuha, and Sankarshana is the recycling, and Vyuha Vasudeva as supervisor. So 4 departments are there in the planning abode. That is the Milky Ocean. The place for the Vyuham is the Milky Ocean. The place for the Paravasudeva, the omnipotent above all, is the Paramapadam. And the third one is, though he came down to meet with everyone, very few people like the sages Narada and Sanaka Sanandana and the gods like Brahma, Rudra, Indra, very few people were able to approach him even in the Milky Ocean, that is the office, the planning abode. So God wants to be more close to us. So Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya. Again he came a little bit down, that is the incarnations. Avatara. Avatara means descending from a higher place to the lower place. So actually he used to live above all this cosmos. According to Veda, whatever the universe now we can see, let me say actually universe, because even NASA people are accepting there are parallel universes. So you need to say universe. So all these universes will be in one oval shape, big andam, what we call Brahmanda in scriptures. So there are crores of Brahmandas. Anda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka. Even in Sankalpam, Sridharacharya Swami may explain better than me about this. So he is the Lord of crores of billions of Brahmandas. Brahmanda contains several Andas. In one Anda there are several universes. So if you can measure all these, how much it is, let us take it as a 1 part, 1/4 of a big. Then he had his own divine cosmos, what we call the Paramapadam, after crossing the Viraja. So it is 3/4, 3 times larger than the Brahmandas, whatever you can measure. Not, let me say, whatever they exist, we are not able to measure even one simple anda. We can't know what is the starting point and ending point for a simple anda. Okay, so he has 3 times larger than this. So he can be very happy, peaceful in that his divine cosmos, but he wants to be very close to common souls just like us. So he is coming down. Then at that form is called as the avatara. Avatarana means descending from higher place to the lower. So this is universe is called as the mundane world, what we call the Nitya Lila Vibhuti, and his cosmos is Nitya Vibhuti, where there are no sorrows, no hunger, no thirsty, nothing, no old age, nothing will make you feel sorrowful there. So no anger, no jealous, etc., etc. But in this world, everything is messed up and mixed up. But he wants to be with us, so he is coming down. So that is the third avatara, the third Purnam in the first module prayer. So the third Purnam is explained in the third sloka of the Paratva Adi Panchaka. Paratva is the ultimate one, the supreme one, Paraswarupam. And starting with Paraswarupam, there are 4 more Swarupas. Altogether, there are 5, so it is called as Panchakam. Starting with Paratva. Adi means etc. Paratva, etc. 4 more together, 5. That is Paratvadi Panchakam. Okay. Now let us deal about the third one, that is the Avataras. Vedanveshana.
Vedanveshana.
Mandaratribharana.
Mandaratribharana.
Shmodharana.
Shmodharana.
Presrita Prahladavana.
Prasrita Prahladavana.
Bhumi Bhikshana. Jagat Vikrantayo.
Vikrantayo.
Yat Kriyaha. Dushtakshatra Nibarhanam.
Nibarhanam.
Dasamukhatyanmoolanam.
Dasamukhatyanmoolanam.
Karshanam Kalindyaha.
Kalindyaha.
Atipapakam Sanithanam.
Atipapakam sanidhanam.
Kriditam tam numaha. So avatars are many. Actually, avatars are in many varieties. Amsavatara, Kalavatara, Avesavatara, Purnavatara, Paripurnavatara. Just like that, there are several avatars. So incarnating himself means directly he will incarnate himself with his own wish and will. Those are the Paripurna avatars like Rama and Krishna. But the other things like the Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya, Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave. While chanting the Sri Vishnu Sahasranama Stotram, we are chanting Vyasa as the Vishnu Swarupa. No doubt at all. But Vyasa is a great sage and a great soul. So, by giving support to that great soul of a sage, Lord himself divided the Vedas so that the future generations can try to memorize them and preserve them. And God himself gave the energy to write the Mahabharata, which is with 1,25,000 verses, and Brahma Sutras. Vedavyasa was able to wrote the commentary for all the Upanishads. In those days, he conducted a big seminar inviting all the sages from all over the earth, and there is a discussion, and he was able to make everyone happy and gave a common inference after all these discussions. So all these things were possible because Lord Narayana gave support to that great soul. That is the Avesa Avatara. So whenever is Lord Narayana with Vyasa. Of course, God is with everyone. మనకి ఆవేశించడం అని అంటారు కదా తెలుగులో. సో whenever God gave one of his a small portion of his power to Vyasa being in his soul, then Vyasa was able to do all these sorts of big works like 1,25,000 of Mahabharata, commentary to the Upanishads in the form of Brahma Sutras. 545 aphorisms are there in Brahma Sutras. And he wrote 18 Puranas, 18 Upapuranas along with the Bhagavata Mahapurana. So all these things are possible only when the God support is there. Even see, just for an example, I want to say, people will feel like whenever Sachin is doing century or Sivatandavam chesadu ee roju Sachin antu untaru when India win the match. We had those things, right? That means because he is praying and he was able to connect with the inner core, the supreme soul within his heart, and he was able to get that energy. So the people who are recognized and who are becoming the world famous and whoever famous in their own career, it is possible only when they were able to get connected intentionally or unintentionally. They were able to get connected with the inner power that is called the Avesa Avatara, just like the Vyasa. I don't want to compare all these celebrities with Vyasa Maharshi, just to make an understand. Though we have the same God, why we were not able to do, why they were able to do? Because it is happening in them according to their past karma or according to their sadhana. So there are several varieties of avatars, but mainly we will count only 10 avatars. So what are they? They were explained in the third sloka. Vedanveshana, searching for the Vedas. In each and every kalpa, the same things will repeat as the seasons are repeating in every year, as the rainy season, summer season, winter, spring, autumn, all these things, as we are able to see repeatedly, as the months, 12 months are repeating again and again for every year. Similarly, for every creation, the process will be the same, more or less. We will get the same situations. So one of those times when Brahma lost the Vedas, he came like a Hayagriva, and he preserved and he protected the Vedas from Madhu and Kaitaba, and he gave back to Brahma. That is one level. In another kalpa, that means in another creation, kalpa is nothing but one working day for Brahma. One working day for Brahma. It will be like crores of our computer can't count those many years. So in another time, he has to be like a fish god, so to protect all the Vedas and all the divine sages and all the other species for the next creation as a seed. So it happens, but every time he will take some different form, but the same form may be also repeated. So Vedanveshana, to search and protect the Vedas, every time he will incarnate himself onto the earth. Next one, Mandaratri Bharana, in the situations whenever there is a competition between the Devatas and the Asuras, then to protect the Devatas, he has to give the nectar and they will churn, and then he comes like the Kurma, the turtle, to hold the Mount Mandara. Then Kshmotharana, Kshma means the Mother Earth. Kshma means the Mother Earth. So he is holding the Mother Earth as a Svetavaraha. Okay? So that is the thing. That is the next avatara, Kshmotharana. Presrita Prahladavana. Then protecting the devotee, the child devotee Prahlada, whoever surrendered to the God. That is the another one. Bhumi Bhikshana, begging for the land which he has to measure with 3 feet. Of course, when he requested, he was a small dwarf, but once he got that thing, he incarnated in the form of Trivikrama. That is another thing. So Bhumi Bhikshana Vamana. Jagat Vikrantaya. When he measured all the three words being Trivikrama, that is the Jagat Vikrantaya. So, like this, whatever activities are expressed, those are the divine avatars. Yat kriyaha, whatever activities are happened, and on top of that, Dustakshetra Nibarhanam. And another time he did 21 times went around the world and removed all the bad rulers. The Kshatriyas means all the bad rulers were removed to maintain the peace on the earth. That is the Parasurama Avatara. Dasamukhadi Unmoolanam. Dasamukha is none other than the Ravana. So Ravana was not killed alone. He was totally eradicated, totally removed from the roots. So all his families, all his sons and grandsons, friends, ministers, he lost everyone. At the end, he was also killed. So Dasamukha Unmoolan. Unmoolan means eradicating from the roots. And that is Ramavatara. Karshanam Kalindyaha. Balarama avatar. This denotes Balarama. Balarama with his plow. As we know, Balarama has the plow as his weapon. Once with the plow, he dragged the Kalindi Nadi so that the people in the Vrindavana can be fulfilled their crafts and everything. So Kalindyaha Karshanam. Just using the plow, dig a canal of Kalindi. So Kalindi has to obey him and has to follow the mark of his plow. That is the Balarama Avatara. Ati Papa Kamsa Nidhanam. Killing the weird, wicked Kamsa. That is nothing but Krishna Avatara. Kreditam tam numaha. It did all these activities just like Kredanam. Kredanam means the play without any much stress and strain. If you think we are doing some activity, at the end of the activity, you may feel, oh, we are stressed, we are tired. But he was able to do all these things. Just the kids while playing, they don't know how long they are playing. They never feel like they are tired while they're playing. If you say to read something or do some homework, they may say after 30 minutes or 15 minutes, oh, I'm really tired, I'm stressed, I can't do, I need a break, like this. But if you allow them to play during the summer, at a stretch 2 to 3 hours, they can play very easily, very happily, though they are running, they are jumping, and they're playing in the summer, hot sun. They never mind. They feel like fresh and happy. So God did all these activities just like a Kredanam. So et Kreditam, who did all these things just like a play? Tam Numaha, I am bound to such wonderful compassionate. Why he did all these things? Not only to remove the weird or wicked, he did all these things to be with the souls. He wants to be close to us, so he incarnated onto this world with like these different forms. Because he came, anyway I came here, so let me remove the weird and wicked. So he removed all these weird people to make the balance of the earth. So that is the third Purnam. There we mentioned just Purnam, and it will have all the 6 qualities. As we heard in the last week, the first Paravasudeva will have Jnana, Sakti, Bala, Aishwarya, Virya, Tejas. So he's full with all sorts of good qualities. These 6 are the roots for the infinite Ananta Kalyana Gunas. And they were distributed among these creation, protection, and destruction department, what we call the recycling department. You can see in the picture after the slokam how the 6 gunas, Vyuhavasudeva will have all these 6 qualities just like the first Purnam Paravasudeva. And from Vyuhavasudeva, Jnanam, knowledge and the power or the stamina will be distributed to Aniruddha because he needs the knowledge and the power to do the activity, the creative activity, that is the creation. And Bala and Aishwarya Pradyumna need because he has to protect. He needs to have the Balam, stamina, sustainable stamina, and controlling power. Otherwise, he can't protect. Whenever we have the control power, he can prevent us from destroying ourselves or destructing ourselves. So he has to have the controlling power. Aishwarya means nothing but the controlling power. So he had the Balam and Aishwaryam. as the protection department, and Sankarshana is none other than the recycling person, Antaryami for the Rudra. So he needs to have the Viryam and Tejas, because it is really, if you think, we need a lot of energy to do the destructive activities, or to mold anything in a recycling process. We need a lot of energy than creation. So he has to have Virya and Tejas. But all together, all these 6 qualities were carried out. Purnamadaha, Purnat, Purnam, Udachyate. Then Purnasya Purnamadaya, in the incarnations also, he had all the 6 qualities. How we can say? If kids asks, otherwise you can say this is the upgraded version from that. So as you see all these 6 qualities, you can see all these qualities in avatars also. You can mention the Rama and Krishna, where they had the qualities. So he had the qualities, how to protect. Whenever Rama entered into the forest, he know how to bless the Sutikshna and Sarabhanga, who are really ready to enter into the eternal world, and how to bless the Sabari, because she is also waiting for. So he had that knowledge, though he looks like just normal human being. And Vedanveshana in the Matsya Avatara, in the Kurma Avatara, how much Balam and Aishwaryam he had, and all these things. Okay, so Purnat Purnam Udachyate. Though he came into the earth, unto the mundane world, crossing the divine cosmos, crossing the Viraja river, though he entered into the mundane world, he is really, really Purna. So that is the third, that is the incarnation. Then come, oh, I need to tell the Padavibhagam here, right? So if you look into the words division, really it's really big word. Vedanveshana Mandaradribharana Kshmotharana Prasrita Prahladavana Bhumibhikshana Jagat Vikrantayo Yatkriyaha. It's a big compound word. All these kriyas were explained in one word. Yatkriyaha, that is the end of the first word. Dushtakshetra Nibarhanam. Sorry. Vedanveshana Mandaradribarana Kshmodharana Prasrita Prahladavana Bhumibhikshana Jagat Vikrantayaha. One word. Yat 2. Kriyaha 3. Dushtakshatra Nibarhanam 4. Dasamukhadi Unmulanam 5. Karshanam 6. Kalindyaha 7. Atipapakamsanidhanam 8. Yat 10. Kriditam 11. Tam 12. Numaha 13. Okay, na? So 13 words are there altogether in the third sloka. Numaha means I'm bowing. To whom? Tam, to that supreme one. Whoever, to whom? Yet, whoever. Kriditam, did all these activities just like a Krida. What are those activities? Vedanveshana, etc., etc. Again, who did all these wonderful Guinness recordable activities? Those are the Dishtakshetra Nibarhanam, etc., etc. So that is the Anvaya. Okay, na? Any doubt? Okay. Next, fourth one. The fourth Purnam is, though he came in the form of avatars, very few people, when he came just like Rama, very few people like Vishwamitra, Vasistha, Agastya, Bharadwaja, the sages were able to realize he is the supreme one. Even Dasaratha felt he is my beloved son, that's all. That is the reason after leaving this body, Dasaratha entered only to the Swargaloka, not to the Mukti, not to the Paramapadam, the liberation, ultimate liberation. He is waiting in the Swargaloka. Ultimately, after Ravana's departure, Rama killing Ravana, then Dasaratha got blessings from Rama, and then he was allowed to enter into the divine world. Okay, so very few people were able to realize. But the people in the Ayodhya, They love Rama because of his qualities, but they're never able to recognize or realize he's the supreme one. He can bless anyone with anything. Okay. Next, when he came as and only the people at the time of Rama who are in Ayodhya, who are in the forest when he entered into the went for the exile, only were able to get the darshan of Rama, get the blessings of Rama. But the people in other places and other times, they were not able to get the chance. Same with the Krishna avatar, same with the Mandara avatar, Kurma avatar, Matsya avatar, everything, right? So in the fourth sloka, in the fourth form, God wants to be with each and everyone in all times, in all places at a time. That is the indweller, the antaryami. So everyone in all, in past, in present, in future, in all the three times and in all the places, he will be with each and every soul. This is the saying of Sadvidya. Anena jivena atmana anupravisya nama rupe vyakaravane. God promised, I'm going to join with the soul and enter into different bodies. Okay? So that is the antaryami swarupa. Now everyone, whoever wants to realize, they will realize here itself. In whatever time they belongs to, they can realize. So that is the antaryami in the fourth sloka. Yo devadi chaturvideshu janishu
यो देवादि
देवादिचतुर्विधेषु जनिषु
brahmanda kosantare
कोशान्तरे
sambhakteshu charachareshu cha visan
येषु चराचरेषु च विशन्
आस्ते सदान्तर्बहिः
आस्ते
विष्णुस्तं निखिलेष्वनुष्वनुतरम् भूयस्सु भूयस्तरम् स्वाङ्गुष्ठप्रमितं च योगिहृदयेषु आसीनमीशं भजे यः वन देवादिचतुर्विधेषु 2 जनिषु 3 ब्रह्माण्डकोशान्तरे 4 is a compound word. Sambhakteshu 6. Charachareshu 7. Cha 8. Visan 9. Aste 10. Sada 11. Antaha 12. Bahihi 13. Are you able to mark it, or you want to tell a little bit slow?
No, I'm able to mark it.
How many we did so far?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You got 13 right. Antaha 1, bahihi another word. Sada 1, antaha 1, bahihi 1. Yaha 1 devadi chaturvideshu 2 janishu 3 brahmandakosaantare 4 sambhakteshu 5 charachareshu 6 cha only 7 visan 8 aste 9 sada 10 antaha 11 bahihi 12. Okay, you are right. Vishnuhu 13, Tam 14, Nikhileshu 15, Anushu 16, Anutaram 17, Bhuyastu 18, Bhuyaha 19, Taram is 20.
Can we
Swang.
repeat?
Hmm?
Mataji, can we repeat after Nikhilesh Shavantu?
Vishnuhu 13, Tam 14, Nikhileshu
15.
15, Anushu.
No, we get Shravantu Sram.
No. Nikhilesh, it's a sandhi combination of three words. Nikhileshu plus Anushu. Then it became Nikhileshwanushu. So what you can do with a pencil, after Nikhileshu, instead of V, put U on top of it with a pencil and make a slash. That is one word.
Okay.
When you divide, it becomes Nikhileshu plus again Anushu. Put another U after above V and make it another slash. Nikhileshu 1, Anushu 1. So Anutaram another word. So three words are there in that. Okay.
Okay.
So 14, 15, 16, 17, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 up to Anutaram 17. Bhuyassu 18. Bhuyastaram 19. Taraprachyam, so you can count it as one word, 19. Swangusthapramitam 20. Cha 21. Yogi Hridayeshu 22. Asinam 23. Isam 24. Bhaje 25. Okay, now?
Okay.
25 words are there in the fourth sloka, which explains about the indweller, that is the antaryami. So what is the verb here to understand the sequence? Bhaje. Bhaje means I'm praying. Whom you are praying? Isam bhaje. I'm praying the controller, who is the controller of everyone. Where he will be? Asinam. He is sitting. Where he is sitting? Hridayeshu. In the hearts of all the creatures. But he is visible only for the yogis. So, yogi hridayeshu asinam, who is sitting in the heart lotus of the yogis. And wherever and what are the other places where you can find him? And in what form he is sitting in the hearts of the yogis? Swa angusta premitam. So, every one of us, actually he is sitting or he is residing in the hearts of all of us. Every one of us has Lord in our heart. How you can imagine? According to Veda, he will be this much. So my thumb is maybe 2 inches or 2.5 inches or 3 inches. So he will be there, and my heart will be as my fist, as big as my fist. Now you can see he is inside the heart, right? So for some other people, they may have long fingers and their thumb may be bigger than me, but he will fit in their heart. So their heart will be according to their fist. Heart means not the organ what you can see in the science dissection, please. This heart is invisible, and where you will get the feelings of the love, affection, compassion, kindness. That is the part which is not visible. Okay, so that is called as Hrudayam, not Gundakaya. Hrudayam. Swa angustha premitam. Swa means whoever praying, but whoever yogi is praying with him or meditating with him, he will be according to the thumb size of that particular yogi, and he will fit in the heart of the yogi. Of course, he is also in our hearts too, but we are not praying, so he is not visible. For the people who are praying and meditating to such yogis, he can be visible in his heart itself. There is a Telugu movie song I had when I'm a child, but I never forget those two lines. ఎరిగిన వారికి ఎదుటే ఉన్నాడు, ఎరుగని వారికి ఎదలో ఉన్నాడు. Those who are able to recognize, they can visualize. Those who can't recognize, but he is with them also. Right? Wonderful, beautiful lyrics. I can't forget. So Swangasta Primitam for everyone, but only for yogis he is visible. That is the reason here in this sloka he is mentioned as Yogi Hridayeshu Asina. And okay, and actually what is the real position of him? Yaha, that Narayana whom we are praying, the Isa whom we are praying, he is like Devadi Chaturvitheshu Janishu. He is the indweller of all the four categories. Devas means the Suras, the Devatas, then Naras means the human beings, Manushyas, and Tiryaks. Those are the animals, birds, and all these creatures. They comes under the Tiryaks. And the fourth one is the Stavaras, the mountains, trees which can't move. So, Sura Nara Tiryak Sthavaratmakam Jagat. These four. Chaturvarnya Maya system Lord Krishna explained in Bhagavad Gita. So, Varnas means not the Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaisya, etc. So, he created all these four sorts of bodies to the different souls. So, Yo Devadi Chaturvidheshu Janishu means he is inside the souls who are in the Devata bodies, who are in the human bodies, who are in the creature like birds and animal bodies, and who are in the form of trees and mountains too. And these are the four varieties where he is going to stay. Janishu means in the souls, and Brahmanda Kosa Antare, and he is all pervaded inside a big Brahmanda. And Sambhakteshu Charachareshu. These four categories can be divided again briefly in two categories, Chara and Achara. Animate and inanimate, movable, immovable. Okay, so that is two other variety of categorization is Chara and Achara. So these are, he is the indweller of for animate objects and inanimate objects too. Visan, he entered in all these categories. As he is staying with them all the time. Sada, all the time. Antaha Bahihi. So whenever we are said that he is inside the Devatas, you may not think so. He is not around them. Here they are clearly saying he is inside all the four categories of creation, and he is inside the movable objects, animate objects, and he is inside the inanimate objects too. So they looks like the inanimate, but his power is there, his amsa is there, not only inside, around the objects too. Why? Veda says, Esham Lokanam Asambhedaya. We can look at the solar family. All these planets are rotating around the sun in their particular orbit, otherwise they are going to collide with each other to make the world a chaos, right? But they never ever take any wrong exit and go into the other orbit of the planet to collide with it. Why it's not happening? Why? When they are rotating circular, slowly, they have to take a spiral path and they should go inside the sun. Right? It's not happening. They are maintaining the same distance all the time. Same distance from the sun, same distance from the other planets. All the 9 planets are rotating around the sun only. So they are maintaining same distance from the sun and same distance from the other objects. Why it's happening? Esham lokanam asambhedaya. To avoid the collision of different objects, God is pervaded himself in between the objects too. That's the reason now NASA people are explaining a lot, trying to research more about the God's particle. They were able to found the God's particle. You can Google search. You can ask the Google Sastrikar about the God's particle. They are explaining if you can squeeze all the God particles from the universe, the entire universe will become a pinch of salt. Just like a cotton candy. A half spoonful of sugar makes this much of sweet candy, right? Peach mithai. చిన్నప్పుడు ఎప్పుడో చూసాం. So the entire, that is the miniature form of the entire world. See, in each and every object can teach a adhyatmika lesson, spiritual lesson for us. Because the air particles are there, the space particles are there, it looks like a big thing. Similarly, because God's particle is there, the universe is looking with different shapes and different forms and different names. So it's not I can't say exactly the God particle is the Narayana. They are coming closer to Narayana concept, but it is like similar. There is a similarity with the Narayana concept. So he is pervaded inside the four varieties of souls and animate and inanimate objects, and he is pervaded sada antaha bahihi, around them also. So every object has its own gravity, every object has its own aura. So they are not going and colliding with each other. So sada antarpahihi tam Vishnuhu. He is called as the Vishnu. Again, Vishal Vyapta is the root for the word Vishnu. That means who is the all pervader. And where is he? Nikhileshu. Why you need to say unnecessarily Deva, Nara, Sura, Tiryak, all this, etc. or Chetana, or Achetana, Chara, or Achara. Nikhileshu Anushu. Because he is pervading inside and outside means he has to pervade through each and small subtle particle. The subtlest particle, what we can call as the Anu. Now Paramanu, the atom came into existence, first molecules. Then they were able to found they can be divisible, and they named after atoms, which we call the Paramanu. Nikhileshu Anushu Anutaram. Whatever smallest, subtlest particle you give, he will become smaller than that. Anutaram. Whatever Anu you name, he becomes Anutaram and he will be pervading inside the Anu. Bhuyasu. Whatever the biggest thing, maybe the Mount Everest, but unfortunately because of the recent earthquake I heard, Mount Everest lose some height because of the earthquake. I didn't go more in detail, but I came to know about that. But it's the biggest thing what we call in the world. So whatever the biggest thing you say is pervading around it. That means he should be bigger than the original object. He should be smaller than the subtlest, bigger than the biggest. So Nikhileshu Anushu Anutaram. He is staying as indweller in each and every Anu. Anu is the subtlest thing. Anu in Sanskrit is named for the subtlest particle, whatever you call. Maybe now they are able to identify the protons, electrons, neutrons, and quartons or something like that. They are able to identify. So that is the Anu, according to the scripture. Whatever subtlest you find, that is the Anu. And our Anu is defined according to the science scripture. The Anu is defined in our childhood. We used to live in the houses made up of the clay layers, right? Penkutillu అనేవాళ్ళం, పెంకులు అనేవాళ్ళం. So ఆ పెంకుటింట్లోకి the sun rays will come inside the house, right? Because of the gaps in between the penkulu. So you can see some subtle parts. When you look at the sunbeams, you can see smallest particles are flying in the light. जालसूर्यमरीचिस्तं सर्वतः सूक्ष्मतमं यद्द्रव्यम् उपलभ्यते. Among those flying particles, whatever is the subtlest. Actually, you can't touch them, you can't hold them, you can't find them if you touch with your hand. These are the subtlest particles. That is called as Dvyanukam. If you can catch it and if you can divide it into two parts, that will become the Anu. So that is the real measurement of a Anu. Scientifically they give. Now these people are giving some Anu and they are dividing it and they are naming it after Paramanu and they are trying to do another thing. Tasyavayo Anuhu. Tasyavayo Paramanuhu. They give like that. Okay. So he will become the subtler one to pervade inside Antaha, and he will become the bigger one. Whatever you name a big thing, he will become bigger to pervade around that outside. So Antaha Pahihi Sada Visan, pervading inside and outside. He is staying forever and he is named after Vishnu. And how he will be? So though he had the subtlest form and the biggest form, but for the sake of yogis, out of compassion, he wants to give his presence, he wants to show his divine form. So he will be just like the size where their heart can hold. So Swangusta Primitancha, he had another size, not the subtler one, not the bigger one, the medium size is the Swangustam. Whoever meditates about him, he will be visualized at the size of their thumb. Yogi Hrudayeshu Asinam. Such Antaryami, I am doing prayer. I am meditating upon the indweller who is always with me. In whatever birth I am, he is always with me, around me. Then when he is pervaded outside, how can we call him as Antaryami? Antaryami means Antaha, who entered inside and controlling us. That is the meaning for the Antaryami, right? Then when he is pervaded around us or around the planets, how can we call him as an Antaryami? Maybe because he is pervaded outside, we should call him as Bahiryami. Right? Kids may ask the question. Then we have to say he has the Antaryami for the Brahmanda. All these things are existing in one Anda, right? So he became, though he is pervading out around the subtler things or the bigger things, but he is inside the Anda. Then the kids may ask, when he pervaded around the Anda, again he became the Bahiryami, then we should say he is the Antaryami for the Brahmanda, which is the group of Andas. So like that we need to answer. So this is the fourth Purnam. And he had though he is subtler one, he is the bigger one or the strongest size, but he had all the six qualities, the Jnana Sakti, Bala, Aishwarya, Virya, Tejas. He had all the qualities and he can control, he can show his power and qualities wherever, in whatever form he is pervaded. He is Purnam. This is the fourth Purnam. Then though he wants to be with everyone and he came and entered into everyone, he was not happy because none of us were able to realize. In Sadvidya, that is the Chandaki is a wonderful, beautiful scientific scripture. It's a Upanishad, but it gives up everything with scientific proof. So in Sadvidya, it is explained, so the God is inside everybody's heart, right? So he is like a hidden treasure. If we want anything, whom we have to pray, where we need to pray, at the feet of the God. And who can bless us? Only God. And where he is here. He is here only. So like he is like a hidden treasure. In olden days, people used to save the money because there are no banks or no chit funds or no stock markets. People used to collect money and convert them into gold coins, and they used to keep in a copper vessel or a silver vessel, and they used to dig somewhere in their house, and they used to protect them. Why? Because they don't want to spoil the kids with so much money. If the kids were really not able to survive on their own, then they used to kept some note somewhere secretly with some friend. And if they are not able to cope up with their own efforts, then the friend of the father or the diary of the father used to reveal that there is a hidden treasure in the kitchen in the east side corner. Every day they will go and walk on the kitchen every day, every inch of the kitchen they will use every day, searching outside, searching for the money or other things outside. So it's a hidden treasure. Same thing. God is here. Every day we are taking breath up and down, rotating. The air is rotating, and whenever it is going down and coming back, it's helping all the metabolism and all the mechanism in the body with all the senses, even the verbal power, the prana shakti, and it always crashes through the heart and always comes through the heart. And God is in our heart, but we're not able to feel the touch or His presence. So he was so disappointed. I want to be with everyone, so I entered in everybody's heart, but none of them were able to realize. Then he felt, oh, maybe whenever I am in a visible form, then only they can believe. Because he experienced when he came in the form of avatars, at least few people recognized and realized his supremacy. So only whenever I am visible, then only maybe the people can understand. So let me come in a visible form. Now he got a doubt. Because when he was Krishna, all the Gopikas loved him and several people loved him, but most of the people blamed him for his politics. Jai Shri Narayana. Jai Shri Narayana. So he was so confused. So many people loved Rama, but most of the women hate Rama for sending Sita into forest at a crucial time. So how to be 100% pleasant to everyone? Then he thought, no, it's not going to be happen. It's really 100% impossible to satisfy 100 people all the time, 24/7, right? He realized. Then he thought, okay, let them choose some particular from whatever they like. Some people like the butter Krishna holding the butter ball in the hand and a dancing mode. And some people like the flute Krishna. And some people like the Radha Krishna. Like that. Right? So, okay, whatever form you want, you can choose. Some people like Sita Rama. Whatever form you choose, whatever object you choose, some people want to make it with sandalwood. The Apache people made it a wonderful, beautiful Krishna with the 5 metals. So whatever you choose, you pick on your own. During the obstacle removing day and other days, we invite Krishna, invite Lord into the clay form. According to the Agama scriptures, we ask Sridharacharya Swami, he may explain. If nothing is available, you can invite the Vishwaksena into a flower or into a kurcha that is made up of the darbhas, the sacred grass, and you can invite them and you can take his help and finish your activity and you can send him back. Is it not, Sridhar Swami? So,
Yes, Mataji. Jai Shri Narayana.
he is so obedient. He is so obedient. So I want to make you happy and I want to make you realize I am always with you. So it's up to you. Whatever form you choose, I will be available in that form only. In whatever metal you choose, I will be available in that metal only. Thus he came in the form of the Archa, the deity form. But what we people think, మనుషులు చేసిన దేవుళ్ళారా అని అది కూడా ఒకటి ఉంది. గత జన్మ జ్ఞాపకాలు, రుచులు, వాసనలు వదలవు సంస్కారాలు తొందరగా. But these some typical words will be in my mind all the times. So what we are thinking, we are making gods. Then people started making Vinayaka in a dancing form. And some people with competition, they started Vinayaka with a flute, or he has to do the drum beat. Oh, if you look at the Hyderabad during the Vinayaka Chavithi, you can see how human beings started creating the gods. For the sake of the devotees, he has to do dance for Vinayaka, or he has to play the guitar. Oh my God, I don't know. So, but poor God, he thought, okay, anyway, they were able to realize or feel my presence, So let me accept whatever they do. Let me do whatever they want. Such a compassionate one, God is. So out of compassion, out of eagerness to be with us, to make us realize his presence and his support all the time, he came in the form of the Archa, that is the Purnamidam. Idam means which is very close to you, just before your eyes. That is the Purnamidam, the second word in the Santi Mantra, first module. Right? Purnamadaha, we started with the Paramapadanatha Paravasudeva. Purnamidam, we ended with the Archa Swarupa, which is very close to us, visible to us. And the remaining 3 forms were explained in the next 3 lines. Okay, these are the 5 forms. That is the reason we called it as the Panchakam, starting with Paratva, Paratvadi Panchakam. So let us go for the next sloka, which explains about the 5th form, that is the Archa form. In Archa form, wherever he resides and in whatever names he had, all these things. I hope in the first class, in the last session, I requested you to prepare a table, the form, place, and the name, like that, and the qualities what he had, and you can observe all the 6 qualities in all the forms. Then we can explain to the kids. This is the upgraded version for the Purnamidam. So let's go with the deity form, the Archa form. Srirangasthala Venkatadri
Venkatadri
Karigiryado Sete Stottare Thane Gramanikeetaneshu cha Sada Sannidhyamasedushe. Double N. Sannidhyamasedushe. Archarupinam Archakabhimatitaha Vikurvate Vigraham Pujam Chakhila Vanchitan Vitarate Sri Saya Tasmai Namaha. श्रीरङ्गस्थलवेङ्कटाद्रिकरिगिर्यादौ सितेष्टोत्तरे स्थाने ग्रामनिकेतनेषु च सदा सान्निध्यमासेतुषे अर्चारूपिणमर्चकाभिमतितः स्वीकुर्वते विग्रहम् पूजां चाखिलवाञ्छितान् वितरते श्रीसाय तस्मै नमः. How to split the words? Srirangasthala Venkatadrikarigiryaadau, one word. Siteshtotare, second. Thane, 3. Grama Niketaneshu, 4. Cha, 5. Sada, 6. Sanithyam, 7. Asedushe, 8. Archarupinam, 9. Archakabhimatitaha, 10. Svikurvate, 11. Vigraham, 12. Pujam, 13. Cha, 14. Akhilavanchitan, 15. Vitarate, 16. Srisaya, 17. Tasmai, 19. Namaha, 20. Whole number. So what is the verb here? Namaha. I am bowing before. Tasmai, to such. To such whom? Srisaya, who is the spouse of Lakshmi. Isa, or the controller of Lakshmi, or the consort of Lakshmi. To such consort of Lakshmi, I am doing namaskara. Which such means how is he? In what form he is? Archarupinam, who is in the form of a deity, or who is in the form of a, what you call, the statue, right? But don't think he's not moving, so he can't hear your prayers, or he can't bless your prayers, because he is also Purnam. Though he came all the way down from Avataras to invalid to a mundane inanimate object, but being that object, not inside the object. The object itself is God once you sanctify it with the divine blessings of Acharyas. What we call the consecration, Pratishtha. What I have to say, Pratishtha, Sridhar Swami, consecration. Here people say installation. It's like
Yeah,
it looks like
consecration.
huh?
Yes, consecration, madam.
Yeah. Some people will say it's installation, installing a software, just like installing a software in the computer, installing the idol, they will say. Somehow I didn't like that word in this particular context. So when we do the pratishtha, or when we get the deity form through the divine hands of our Acharya, because Swamiji will bless the murtis during the Goda Kalyanosam or Sri Ramanavami Kalyanosam, that means he is giving, blessing the God in the form. He is the direct God. Don't think God will be in the idol form. Idol itself is the God. Okay? Though he looks like inanimate, but he can listen our prayers, he can support us all the times. Okay, na? So, Archa Rupinam, he is in the idol form. So, now where he will be in Archa Rupa? There are 108 Divyadesams, in which places all the great devotees whom we call the Alvars, they visualized the God. They had the Pratyaksha Sakshatkaram of the God. Those are 108 places. Of course, only 106 are available on the earth. 107 is the Milky Ocean and 108 is the Paravapada. Okay, so Alvars are also just like yogis. They were able to visualize God in the Swangusta Premita as in their heart, and they were able to visualize as deity form in 106 places in different Punya Kshetras, and they were able to visualize God in the Milky Ocean, and they were able to visualize God in the Paraswarupam, the Paramapadam also. That means they were able to feel all the five forms. They were able to sing about even incarnations. So through meditation, they were able to replay as he did in the Krishna Avatara. If you take the example of the Nammalvar, he took incarnation into this world just after Krishna's departure, just within 40 to 50 days. I heard maybe 44 days exactly. When Krishna left this world, still Nammalvar is in his mother's womb, and he came out just after 44 days. So while coming out itself, he realized Krishna left this earth, and since then, just he was in the mood of Krishna consciousness. Krishna Trishna Tattvam Iva Uditam. He came into this world just as a personification of the strong desire towards Krishna. కృష్ణుడి పట్ల ప్రేమ, కృష్ణుని పొందాలన్న తపన మూర్తి భవిస్తే నమ్మడివారు అయ్యారట. ఇలాంటి మంచి భావనలు చెప్పుకోవాలంటే ఇంగ్లీష్ లో పదాలు ఏం రావండి, క్షమించాలి. ఉండవేమో కూడా నాకు తెలీదు. అంత డీప్ ఫీలింగ్ ని ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేసేందుకు ఉంటాయి వర్డ్స్ ఉండవో నాకు తెలీదు. సో ఆల్వార్స్ ఆర్ ద యోగీస్ హూ వర్ ఏబుల్ టు విజువలైజ్ ఇన్ ఆల్ ద ఫైవ్ ఫార్మ్స్. And Nammalvar, while doing the meditation, he sat just like that for 16 years since the moment of his birth, and he was not able to disturbed by the natural powers, what we call the Setha Vayu, just like other normal kids. So he never cried for milk, he never drank even drop of milk from his mother, and he never had anything to eat. Just like that, he became like that in meditation. And the people thought, because he was just a newly born baby and not crying and not doing anything, but doctors were able to feel he's alive. So the father and mother, they don't know what to do with that baby. So they left on the footsteps of the Adi Narayana Adikesava Perumal in Alvartir Nagari, just left before the god in the temple. Slowly he entered into the tamarind tree, and he sat there just for 16 years. So after Krishna's incarnation is over, after 16 years, while singing about the Leela of the Damodara Leela, where Yasoda, Mother Yasoda tied the little one with a small rope which she used to use for churning the things. So while churning, the rope will become rough and tough, and she tied Lord Krishna with the tough things, and Nammalvar thinking of that Leela, he fell unconscious because he's so little, he's just crawling, and he was tied with that, with a pounding stone, Rubrodu. So thinking about that, he felt like it is happening just freshly before his eyes. That means they were able to visualize the incarnations and all the leelas in the incarnations. So all the five forms are visible for the great yogis. So they sang about the 108 places where the Lord is. They were able to feel the presence of the Lord. They were able to get the sakshatkaram of the Lord. Actually, there are lakhs of those crores of places are the temples you can find all over the earth. Because when I entered into US in 2004, I'm able to see only one Venkateshwara temple in California, where the place where I used to live. Okay, now after 10 more years, there is a Venkateshwara temple for each and every exit. Exit will be for every 1 mile. Could you believe? So how many temples used to be there? How many temples are there now? So there are several crores of temples all over the earth, and the Grand Canyon, the people feel like it is an amusement park, but even in Grand Canyon you can see Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva temples in America. You can Google search Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva temples. So in Acha form, he is everywhere. Just like the indweller, he is everywhere in Acha form, all over the globe. But the Alvars who born in Tamil Nadu, they were able to visualize. Not actually, all the Alvars went and visited those places. Most of the Alvars sitting in the meditation, they were able to visualize the different forms of the Lord in different places. So those are the Divya Desas. What are they? Sri Ranga Sthala. Sri Ranga, the best and the first most Acha form. In Ugadi story in the module 1, you can remind the kids. In the Ugadi story in the module 1, when Brahma prayed to Lord Vishnu to be with him so that he can continue the creation, then Lord gave his idol form, and that is the Sri Ranganatha, the first idol form on the earth. So that is the Sri Ranga. You can remind the kids, they can correlate with the first module. Sri Rangasthala, then comes the Venkatadri. You may heard about Lord Venkatesha while Swamiji is explaining in Venkateswar Saranagata Diksha during the Dhanurmasams, or otherwise you can have a chance to look into that. So Lord Venkatesha is the one who came onto the earth in the first beginning moment of the present Kalpa, the Svetavaraha Kalpa. Lord came in the form of Svetavaraha and protected the earth from Hiranyaksha. Then Brahma requested him to be on the earth. Because the people in Kali Yuga, they are going to do more mischievous things and I can't bear with them and I can't continue the creation with the weird people like that. Just now I am able to experience through Hiranyaksha. So Brahma requested him to be on the earth. Then God wanted to come onto the earth. Then immediately again Brahma requested, you are so furious in the divine boar form because you just came after killing the Hiranyakasipu. So no one will dare to Hiranyaksha. So no one will dare to come to you. So I want you be with a smiley face. Then he took the form of Srinivasa, whom we are able to visualize now. So God, since the beginning of this Svetavaraha Kalpa, the present creation is on the earth for us. So that is another form, Venkatadri. Karigiri is nothing but, I think, Kanchi, Karigiri, Sridhar Swami.
Yes.
Kanchi.
Hastigirinathaya.
Sri Hastigirinathaya. Karigiri, Kari means elephant and Hastigiri is also elephant. So Kanchi is called as the Karigiri, Lord in the form of Varada. You may heard in the Ramanujacharya Swami story, Lord Varada is came in the form of a tribal couple and protected Ramanujacharya Swami when he totally missed the way, and they made him to reach Kanchipura, and Ramanujacharya Swami is served for the Abhisheka Tirtham. He took that service and he offered for several years without any absence. So Lord Varada, who blessed Ramanujacharya Swami and who protected him when he lost in the forest, and who gave the sannyasa diksha to Ramanujacharya Swami also. Okay, so that is the being in Acha form. Kanchivarada blessed Ramanujacharya Swami in several ways. And Varada is the one who answered the 6 important doubts of Ramanujacharya Swami. So he is the Lord Varada in Kanchi, and Karigiryadau, that is one word. Sete Astottare, that is another word. Seta plus on top of that Ashta. Uttara means on top of that. Seta Uttara, that is Seta on top of that Ashta. 100 plus 8, 108 Seta Astottare. Sthane in 108 places. Few were mentioned like the Sriranga, Sirumala and Kanchi were mentioned, etc. etc. There are 108 places. So God will be in all these 108 places as Daiki form. And Grama Niketaneshucha, not only in this only 108 places, is in every Grama, in every village, and in every Niketana. Niketana means the homes. He is there in every home, in one farm or the other farm. All are his farms only. So he is staying in all the villages, in all the houses. sada always Sanityamasedushe. Why he is taking the archa form? To mm, bless his presence all the time. Sada Sanityam, always bless his presence. Sanityam is nothing but bless his presence. Asedushe, who is gracing us or who is blessing us with his presence all the time. To such archarupanam, to such idol form, namaha, I am doing namaskara. Being in the idol form, being in the inanimate form, what he can do, how he can bless us. Listen, the next part of the sloka explains like that. Archakabhimatitaha, in all these places he is going to be in the same form? No. In all these places, is the same person doing puja? No. People will differ in all these places. So, whoever worships him, whoever do puja to him, they will become the archaka. Archaka means one who do the puja. Chaminchal Sridhar Swami, you are the authentic priest, I know. But every one of us...
Shivanarayana, I am a student.
Huh?
I'm just a student.
All of us are students only. So, Archaka Abhimatitaha. So, the one whoever wants to worship him in all these 108 places, according to their Abhimata, according to their wish, Vigraham Svikurvate, he will accept his form. He will take his form, accept his form. Pujamcha, not only the form, because in all these grammars and in all these villages, people will offer him with different metals in different incarnations, in different postures. Lord Krishna will be in Tribhangi, and they may like the little Krishna with butter crawling. So different postures, different objects they will prepare the god. And so Archaka Bhimatitaha, whatever form, whatever metal, whatever thing you offer him to stay, he will accept that form as it is. Vikurpate Vigraham. Pujamcha. So the puja procedure should be the same, right? Because worshipping the god is same. Everyone should follow the same protocol. No, there is no need. Pujamcha Archaka Bhimatitaha Svikurvate. You may experience at home, because some days you may have some meeting or office phone call, you have to finish the puja fast. Sometimes during weekends, most probably during weekends, you will have a leisure time, so you may spend 10 to 30 minutes before the god, but he never complains about that. He will accept 2 minutes puja, or he will accept 2 hours meditation and puja, and if you finish within 2 seconds also, he never complains. Archakabhimatitaha pujam cha svikurvate. You can apply that sentence like that. Archakabhimatitaha vigraham svikurvate pujam cha svikurvate. So he will obey your wish. He will act according to your sankalpa, according to your energy levels, according to your interest. He will accept. Right? So in home, we will take the shower daily twice, sometimes thrice in summer sunny days. But we will try to offer him once in a while when there is a grahanam or when there is a festival. But he will be like that only, just like that. Nothing too early. So maybe he is helpless, right, in that form. Just like a small kid who don't know how to talk and how to convey, Mom, I need this, Mom, I need that. Mom has to take care of the kid. So by recognizing the volume or the pitch of his crying sound, she will realize maybe he's hungry, or maybe he's wet, so he needed dress change, or maybe something is biting, any ant or something, so I need to change the bed. Mom can understand because she loves him. But here, poor God, waiting for our concern and love. But don't think, If you didn't show any concern, he's going to be just like her. No. He's full. He's Purnam. But only thing he wanted to be with you, thus he came in the form of the deity, in an inanimate thing. So, pujam cha archakavimatitah svikurvate, and at the same time, akhila vanchitan vitarate. He is capable and eligible and was ready to fulfill all your wishes. Akhila means all your vanchitan wishes. Vitarate. Vitarate means just like a crorepati, just giving thousands of tips. Vitarana, with generosity, out of compassion. If you ask for $10, he will bless you with $1 lakh or maybe $1 crore. That is the Vitarana. So please make sure you appreciate his compassion and respond with the love. The love towards God is called as the devotion or the bhakti. So just he wants your bhakti, not the things that objects, whatever you offer. All these things doesn't matter to him. Only he wants you to realize that he is supporting you all the time. He wants to be with you all the time. Just realize that fact. He is ready to fulfill all your wishes, support you in all the situations, and make you feel happy all the times. That is the Archa, the fifth Purnam, Purnamidam. So with all the knowledge and Jnanam, Balam, Aiswaryam, Viryam, Sakti, Tejasu, he is before your eyes in the deity form. So don't miss his compassion. That is the fifth Purnam was explained in the fifth sloka. Okay. But are we really caring for him? Who came all the way from the divine cosmos to this mundane place? Are we really talking to him at least daily once a day? In the Facebooks, but in the Facebooks, I can see several times the matter. God is waiting for you. As if God is talking to you, they will send a para. I waited for your call, saying, waiting for your good morning. But once you woke up, you just jump into the Facebook or you just jump into the WhatsApp, but you never cared for me. I thought, okay, that's okay, because you will have so many calls from your office you are attending. I waited after your shower. You just jumped into the breakfast, but you never thanked me for the breakfast. Like that, I get several messages several times. They're rotating around the world in the Facebook and WhatsApp, but none of us are really talking to him, right? If you go to a new place and whom you want to meet, they are not there. How do you feel? But of course, it's not the case. Same case with the God. He is by himself, no doubt at all. But at least we should be grateful and we should be thankful for his concern and compassion, right? So let us try to talk with him at least daily once. Let us start at least once a day. But if we really master the first module, every moment of our breath, we should convey to him the thanks, right? Every moment of our breath, we should feel his touch at our heart, right? But we are entering into the second module thinking at least once a day. Are we upgrading ourselves or degrading? So as a teachers, we should assess ourselves. First of all, let us practice ourselves and
We are
enjoy
increasing
the
the dose.
divinity. Swami?
We are increasing the dose. I mean, module 1 added with module 2.
We are increasing the dose, but in the practice, we are purchasing the tablets and keeping in the fridge. Looking at the aspirin, can we decrease our headache? We should take it, right? And prajna is the ability to translate the knowledge into action. If you put in action, then only you can see the benefit. So as a teacher, if you feel the benefit, you can convey in a better way to the kids. That's what I am requesting you all. Especially with the connectivity of the God. Oh my God. It changes a lot. Our attitude will be changed. Our moods will be elevated. You can see the difference in your life. So let us try to practice. Okay. Let us go with our Phalashruti. प्रातर्विष्णोः
प्रातर्विष्णोः
परत्वादि
परत्वादि
पञ्चकस्तुतिमुत्तमाम्
पञ्चकस्तिमुत्तमम्
पठन् प्राप्नोति
पठन्
पठन्
प्राप्ति
भगवद्भक्तिम्
भगवद्भक्ति
वरदनिर्मिताम्
वरदनिताम्
प्रातर्विष्णोः परत्वादिपञ्चकस्तुतिमुत्तमाम् पठन् प्राप्नोति भगवद्भक्तिं वरदनिर्मिताम् प्रातः 1 विष्णोः 2 परत्वादिपञ्चकस्तुतिं 3 उत्तमां 4 पठन् 5 प्राप्नोति 6 भगवद्भक्तिं 7 Varada Nirmitam 8. Only 8 words. So this is the stotram compiled by Vatsya Varadacharya, who is a great scholar and who is really a great devotee too. So these 5 slokas were composed as the essence of the sayings of the Veda, because the Veda explained the different forms of the Lord. The Upanishads explained the divine attributes of the Lord, and he was able to summarize and give as a capsule. Each sloka is a capsule for us in 5 forms, about these 5 forms, right? So, Varadanirmitam, the stotram compiled by the Varadacharya Swami, whoever chants Prataha early in the morning, and this stotra is related to Vishnu, the Lord, about the Lord Vishnu. And what is the name of the stotram? Paratvadi Panchaka Stutim. Paratvadi Panchaka Stotra, and which is the best one, the powerful one. Uttamam. Uttamam means the wonderful, powerful one. Patan, by chanting this every day early in the morning. Prapnoti, one can attain Bhagavat Bhakti, the dedication or devotion towards Lord. Most of the times we pray to the God to get so many other things. We never ever pray to the God sincerely to feel or realize His presence with us. I hope all of you agree with me, right? Definitely we are devotees, no doubt. I don't want to hurt you all. But most of the times we are praying to be blessed with something else other than what He already provided. Instead of thanking Him for whatever He provided, we are asking more and more, but never ever cared for Him. Right? So the people who are in devotion with God, they will try to protect Him like the Alvars. They did Mangala Sasnam to the God. Even the Periyalvar, who is the father of our Goda Devi, whom we read in the first module story, the Nirmasan story, when God Himself came to bless the Periyalvar, the Vishnu Chitta Swami, then Vishnu Chitta Alvar, he prayed to Lord Vishnu, how come you are coming before the eyes of the Naras? Their drishti is really, really bad. So it may spoil or it may break a strong stone also. Narudi drishtiki nalla rai kuda badalautundanట. Why you are coming before such evil drishti? So pallandu. Please hide yourself from the mundane eyes. Please protect yourself from the evil eyes. Like that, Periyalvar prayed to Narayana. If we were given that chance, that God coming before our eyes, what we will do? We will ask him to wait for 10 minutes or 1 hour. We will start typing in the computer to take a printout of our list of desires, right? That's what happening when we go to the temple, Tirumala temple. We plan for months together how we have to go, where we need to reserve flight or train or bus or car or all these things we prepare. But once we enter into the temple, we will start thinking of our desires. Meanwhile, we will be thrown out of the temple. Just they will push. So there is no chance to have the real darshan or feel his presence at all. So bhakti is really, really, really hard to get. And of course, God is also not ready to bless you with bhakti, the real devotion. This is the devotion, this is a fake devotion. So he can bear with us. So whenever you wish for something, he can grant it and he can just clean his hands. So no more responsibility about us. Because we asked for something, he blessed with that. And he need not take any more responsibility. But if we pray for the bhakti, he will feel, oh my God, I am done. If they are going to be the real devotees, Yomad Bhaktaha, Same Priyaha. He has to love. So when we are in love with someone, we are always behind them and they have to take care of us, right? So bhakti is really, really hard. That is the least thing what God wants to bless. So he has to offer himself once we were in real bhakti, right? So it's really hard. But the stotram, if we read with faith, is going to bless us with the real devotion. That means the constant companionship, the phase where we can realize his presence all the time with us. That is the state of bhakti, right? So he's going to bless us with that bhakti once we chant this stotram every day early in the morning, which is the stotram of Lord Vishnu, who appeared in the 5 forms to be with us all the time. Okay? Any doubts regarding the exercises or the stotrams or the meanings or words, please let me know. Otherwise, we'll go to the Paramattha Sloka. How many more minutes I have? Please let me know. Hello? We have 2 more slokas.
I think we can finish it today if everybody else
Yeah,
is
we
okay.
have to because we need module 3 too, right? We need module 3 also, right?
See, I don't know because we just started in Bayswater Center and we have kids with just module 1 at the moment. So I think 1 and 2 is okay.
Enough, huh? Okay.
But I don't know with Shankaracharya and Kavyaji and Lavanya if they want to, go with module 3. Or if they have kids who are older and want to do module 3, I'm fine with it. మాకు ఇప్పుడే స్టార్ట్ చేసినాం కదా సో రెండు
What about you, Lavanya ji or Kapriya ji?
Just we haven't started actually.
Oh, there is no module 3 in Australia then?
No.
Sridhar Swami?
ఉంటుందేమో అండి వి పీపుల్ ఆర్ ఓన్లీ స్టార్టెడ్ విజయలక్ష్మి గారికి తెలుసు ఐ థింక్
Yeah, because she requested for module 3 too. Only?
టెంపుల్ లో రాస్మాయిన్ లో జరుగుతుంది అనుకుంటానండి ప్రాసెస్
Okay.
Even I
we are we have to start module 3 soon after July.
Yeah.
okay. Because even I am not aware, Manjula Garu takes classes in some other suburbs, so I'm not sure in which module she is taking. So at least the new ones, we are not aware of any new modules. We are just learning. We just started learning.
Okay, okay. Anyway, let me finish this module.
For per chapter is concerned, we need
Okay, because I want to finish. If you need module 3 also, I want to finish before June 30th. By the time of June 30th, I want to finish all these things. We need module 3 for per chapter. Okay. Okay, Sridhar Swami, let us complete with this today. Then tomorrow we will start module 3 and we will discuss a few minutes about the module 2 stories. Okay, let's go. Paramartha Sloka Dvayam. Any more doubts?
Chadachi, module 3, can we get an audio link or whatever shlokas are there? If we are starting module 3 tomorrow.
Yeah, I can send Swamiji's audio for Haigriva Stotram.
Okay, and something so that we can also look at shlokas. Okay.
Yeah, I can send module 3 Swamiji's audio. Paramartha Sloka Dvayam. This is about the ultimate journey. Actually, it looks like it may be odd at the age of the kids, but really what we needed. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explained about 2 ways. The paths where the soul has to travel, the Shreyo Marga and Preyo Marga. The white path and the black path. Let me remind you one thing. In the Haryastakam, while we chanting Haryastakam, we read the slokam like Prana Prayana Pathayam. The Lord name, the Hari's name, whatever we chanted being in this body, is going to give you energy even after you leave this body and trying to enter into other body. That is the Prana Prayana. Quitting this body and traveling to get another body. So that is the travel between the bodies. Travel within the body is called as one life. Traveling from one body, transfer from one body to another body, there will be some travel where you won't have any original body. You may have the subtle body. So during that time also we need energy to survive. The Hari Nama will give you the energy. We mentioned that. In another sloka, Baddha Parikarastena Mokshaya Gamanam Prati. There is ultimate journey where you need not get the same kind of mundane body which is going to degrade or disappear or vanish someday, where you are going to get a divine body. Comparatively, the people in America or Australia, they look younger than the people in India with the same age. I'm so surprised to see even 40, 60 people, they looks like only 30. First time when I entered in America in 2004, I look older than these people. That's another way, of course. We don't use those cosmetics and other things, that's okay. But there is a chance where you can get a divine body which don't need any cosmetic repairs or any cosmetic appliances, but you are fair and beautiful and at the same time healthy and serene. That is the journey towards the divine cosmos. Once you enter into that cosmos, you don't need all these things. We can give the example of different travels. See, we people travel from one country to another country, one country to another continent, and the NASA people, they are traveling from one planet to another planet, like the moon, or we can say they are able to travel above the orbit of the Earth, where they constructed some international space station. The NASA, my favorite website, because it allows me to compare with the Vedic explanation and the science. Thus, I like it. And I will try to follow whenever I get a little time. I want to watch NASA and the updates in the NASA. So we can compare like that. So the kids will understand a better way. So the travel will be in Jale Rakshita Varaha and Rapadama Partaram. We explain the different modes of travel, different varieties of travel. Now the travel to different destinies. So the people who came from India to Australia or America, they don't want to go back because they feel more comforts here in Australia, either USA or in AUS, right? So similarly, there is a place, if one enters into that place, they don't want to come into the human world at all. Because in human world, there are so many obstacles and there are so many accidents, there are so many diseases where they can't find any medicine, even today, like cancer and the other things. There are the grief, so many griefs, all these things. But once you enter into that world, you can't see anyone who is really starving. You can't see anyone who is really depressive. So there is such place, what we call the divine cosmos, what we learned in the Paravasudeva, in the first sloka of the Paratpadi Panchaka. That is purely his personal abode. Or even the Milky Ocean. Just like the Milky Galaxy, there is some portion of in the universe what we call what can as the Milky Ocean. So there also we need not suffer with the hunger or the old age or any diseases. So always young, healthy, serene, and able to fulfill all your wishes and able to do whatever you wish, able to change your form according to your wish. So that is the cosmic journey. We can mention it's the intra-cosmic journey. International journey, no. Intra-planet journey, we know. Intra-cosmic journey, we can say. That is the journey to the Nitya Vibhuti. But how we can be eligible to that journey? Because even to enter into the International Space Station, we need to get some eligibilities. We should be qualified first. Then only we need to appear for an interview and we should pass all the tests, whatever given. Then only they will give us permission to get trained. Even after training, they may discard if we are not up to the mark, right? So there is a process to enter into this International Space Station to do the journey above the planet. Similarly, if to get the eligibility or qualification to enter into that intracosmic journey, there are some steps. Those steps were explained in these two slokas. And not only the steps were explained in the first sloka, and the GPS, the landmarks on your way to reach up to the destiny. Because even while coming from India to here, the flight mode shows you how you are traveling, where you are at the present moment, and what are the countries you are crossing. Everything is shown in the picture. Similarly, the landmarks were given and how many worlds you will cross, how many lokas you will cross to reach the cosmic destiny, and what is the way, why we should chant all this every day. This is a daily prayer. Pratasmaranam is a daily morning prayer. I always used to give one simple example for the kids. See, because their parents used to drive to their offices regularly during the weekdays, habitually, unintentionally, even on the weekend, they want to go some amusement park or any entertainment movie, automatically they will take the exit of the office only. After a few minutes, they will realize and they have to take a detour and come back. Because it became a habit. Even in the sleep, if they sit in the driving seat, they will go to office directly. They can reach. It's a regular habit. Everyday practice. And nowadays, we need to explain in another angle also. Without GPS, they can't reach any place. Though it's the regular office, if GPS is not there, they will miss the exit. Though it's the regular grocery store, if GPS is not there, while talking on the phone with someone or checking the SMSs, they will miss the exit. So to do the cosmic energy, intracosmic journey, no one is able to provide the GPS, but the Veda provided the landmarks. So it is our duty to memorize them, because when we are really in a hurry in the last moment of end of this project in this body, and hurriedly you are packing everything and getting ready, so it should be recorded in this. You are not supposed to depend on any paper or any electronic gadget. So our ancestors who are really brilliant, they realized the necessary to memorize all these things and visualize in our heart while chanting. So it is explained in the Paramartha Slokadvayam. There are 4 arthas, whom we call as the Purusharthas. You may heard the word Purusharthas like Dharma, Artha, Kama, Mokshaha, Chaturvidha Purusharthaha. Artha means the desire, what we will wish. So all the human beings, either they wish for the righteous life, dharmic life, or they wish for the money. Artha means not only in terms of money, any sort of wealth, to acquire the wealth. Then they want to fulfill all sort of their desires. Kama doesn't only mean the sex. Kama means anything to get, any desire to get something. This can be called as the kama. And ultimately, after getting all these things and not able to fulfill their thirst or their zeal, then slowly they will realize all these things are temporary. They are not really giving the real happiness. Then we need the real happiness. Then they will think about the moksha, that is the ultimate liberation from the karmic bondages. So to reach that state, that is the ultimate purushartha, or that is the paramartha. Above that, nothing is left. You may think better than artha, though we have the wealth, we may not fulfill our desires. The wealthiest man is suffering with sugar, so he can't taste any sweet at all. So then he will realize, oh, all sorts of wealth can't fulfill they can't satisfy us. So good health is better than the wealth. So that is the reason health is the wealth. The saying came, right? So after fulfilling all these desires, by eating one sweet he will be happy, by eating two he will be happy, by eating third he may think, oh, I'm done for today. If you offer more and more, he never ever asks for the same sweet again in the entire life. He is getting the negative feeling about that. So then they will realize, so this happiness is not permanent. This happiness is not enough. Again, I'm craving for something else. So I'm not fully satisfied. If we are fully satisfied, see, if any person, if you offer the food according to his hunger, he will be fully satisfied. After satisfaction, if you offer something else, they will say, no, I'm full now. Maybe I can accept in the evening, but I'm full now. So that is the real santrupti. When you are really satisfied, you don't need anything else. How rich it will be, how much big or good it will be. We never ever crave for any other thing, right? So that satisfaction won't come even with the kamas. Then the people will think of the real happiness, the sustainable happiness, permanent happiness. Then they will think of the liberation. So that is called as the Paramartha, Parama Purushartha. Nothing is greater than that. That is the reason it is called as Paramartha. That Paramartha, the path of liberation, is explained in 2 slokas. Thus it is called as Paramartha Slokadvayam. Okay, let us go. The first one explains the different steps of the Paramartha sloka. Paramartha. Satsangat bhavanispruho
Satsangar
Bhavani
gurumukhat Sri samprapatyatmavan
Sri Samprapadyaman
prarabdham paribhujya
प्रारब्धं परिभुज्य
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 कर्म सकलं
कर्म
प्रक्षीण कर्मान्तरः न्यासादेव
न्यासादेव
निरङ्कुशेश्वरदया
निरङ्कुशेश्वरतया
निर्लूनमायान्मयो
निर्लूनमायान्मयो
आर्तानुग्रहलब्धमध्य धमनी
हार्तानुग्रहलब्धमनि
द्वारात् बहिर्निर्गतः Okay. सत्सङ्गात् भवनिस्पृहो गुरुमुखात् श्रीसम्प्रपत्यात्मवान् प्रारब्धं परिभुज्य कर्म सकलं प्रक्षीण कर्मान्तरः न्यासादेव निरङ्कुशेश्वरदया निर्लूनमायान्वयो आर्तानुग्रहलब्धमध्यधमनिद्वारात् बहिर्निर्गतः పదవిభాగం చూద్దామా? సత్సంగాత్ 1 భవ నిస్పృహః 2 గురుముఖాత్ 3 శ్రీసం 4 ప్రపద్య 5 ఆత్మవాన్ 6 ప్రారబ్ధం 7 పరిభుజ్య 8 కర్మసకలం 9 ప్రక్షీణ కర్మాంతరః 10 న్యాసాత్ ఏవ 11 12 నిరంకుశేశ్వరదయా 13 నిర్లూనమాయాన్వయః 14 ఆర్తానుగ్రహలబ్ధమధ్యధమనిద్వారాత్ 15 బిగ్ వర్డ్ బహిః నిర్గతః 16 16 Satsangat bhavanispruhaha. We being in the company of the good people, the sadhakas, sadhus, then we will get some sort of, let me say, aversion, or I'm not supposed to use the word aversion. Realization about the impermanency or temporariness of the world or the things in the world. What you have to say about nispruha? Yeah, actually it is explained in aversion only here. So, being in the good company of the Bhagavatas and the sadhus and acharyas, we will get some sort of aversion about the mundane world. That will happen only because of the satsanga. Only being with the scholars, pandits and gurus, being in their sannidhi only, we may get the bhavanispruha. If that is the first step. If we were able to get that bhavanispruha, then we will get a chance to listen wonderful divine things from the Guru. Guru Mukhat, if we are really got some sort of aversion towards the mundane things, then only the gurus can bless us the guidance so that we can enter into the inner world or the divine world, whatever we call it. So Guru Mukha, through the Guru Upadesa, we may know how to surrender ourselves to the Lord. Sri Samprapadya, surrendering ourselves to the Lord Narayana. How we will get through Gurumukha? Maybe in the form of a mantra, the Ashtakshari mantra or Narayana mantra. They will bless us a connectivity with the God, because we are really vexed with the outer connections through the about the objects or outer connections with our relatives. We are totally vexed and we are trying to get something which is really worth and something which is really permanent. Then Guru will bless us through the mantra a constant connectivity and the real connectivity. These relatives and friends, all these things will change when our project is done with this body. And when we enter into the other body, there are some more other relatives, some more other people, right? But God is the only one, the constant companion in a whatever body we are. Is it not? When we are in a human body, we are having some human parents and human spouse or human kids and human relatives and friends. But even though we are in an animal body or in a devata body or in a tree or mountain body, God is the only one, anena jivena atmana anupravisya, who is entering into those bodies along with us. So he is always being with us, along with us. So we will get the connectivity, we should get the realization through the initiation of a Guru. So Guru Mukhat, then we will surrender to the Supreme One. You are my you are my true relative. You are my true take carer. Then I am surrendering myself to you. Thus we will prapadya, we will surrender. Then we will become Atmavan. What is meant by Atmavan? The one who actually realizes about the self and the Supreme One. Self is the soul and Supreme One is the Supreme Soul. So one who was able to realize the actual position of the soul, actual capability of the soul. Are we realizing ourselves just like that? Are we able to realize the soul? Theoretically, we know the body is inanimate, this is a house, and we are residing in the body. So we are different than the body. But whenever something hurting the legs, we feel like I got hurt. Whenever something is hurting the head, top to tip to toe, toe to top, whatever you call. So if something is going to hurt your body, you are thinking you got hurt, right? And we are trying to protect this, so we are wearing several varieties of shoes, several varieties of clothes. We will change the clothes according to the weather, according to the situation, according to the things, right? Only to decorate and to protect the body, not ourselves. We are already protecting inside the body. So we are identifying and immersing ourselves with the body. Then we can't be called as the souls. When we have the self-realization that the soul is controlled by the Supreme One, and whether we realize or whether we pray or not, He is really taking care of every soul. If we got that realization, then we can be called as the Atmavan. Atma is the soul. Atmavan means one who got the realization. When we will get, the first step should be with the company of the sadhus, that is called as the satsanga, being among the devotees or the great gurus or great scholars. Then only by listening to their upadesams or discourses slowly, at a time, just listening and just getting it, it is not going to happen. Don't expect that much fast. And if though we get that much fast, it will leave that much fast only. So some sort of process should be happen. Nowadays everybody is behind the fast food, but unfortunately that will give, you will lose the energy also that much fast, right? In olden days people used to cook the rice almost 30 to 40 minutes in a bronze vessel. It will take that much long, but at the same time it is properly cooked. Now we are making it in a pressure pan and we are forcing it to be cooked in 8 to 10 minutes. But it is not actually cooked in a proper way. So it is not digested. Thus we are getting the cholesterol or something else. And we are not allowing even to reap the crop according to its natural time. By boosting with the urea and some other fertilizers, we are rushing the plant to reap. We are forcing the crop to reap, and thus we are losing the real nutrients in that. Same thing with the soul. Just by listening one discourse of an acharya, overnight we won't change our mind. We can't change our behavior. But what is the first step? Satsanga should be there. So always be in the company of the good people. Slowly we are going to get the bhavanispruha, vexation with the mundane pleasures. Then we will surrender ourselves to Acharya and he will guide us how to surrender ourselves to the Srisa, that is Lakshmi Narayana. Then what happens? Prarabdham paribhujya. Even after getting the self-realization or the God realization, immediately we won't get the liberation part. First of all, we did several activities in our past, both the good and the bad, the positive and the negative, punya and papa. So we have to go through all the impacts of those past karmas. Those are the happy moments and the bad moments. Why we are getting happy moments? Because we made someone happy in our past. Why we are getting bad moments or sorrowful moments? Because we did someone cry in the past. Now we are getting the bad moments. So we have to go through the punishment. That is the karmic experience. That is called as the prarabdham. So even after the God's realization, most of the people ask me the same question. Why we want to be why we have to be devotees? Whenever you read the stories of the devotees, you can see all the devotees, they are in real mundane hurdles, right? All the stories, they were tested up to the nerve. If you take the story of the Prahlada, who is a child prodigy and a child devotee, by birth devotee, right? But how much pain he has to go only because of his own father. You would take the story of the Dhruva, how he was rejected by his own father. So it is not possible for anyone to just skip or escape from the deeds what we already did. That is the karma. So that karma has to be cleared by experiencing. But it will be very easy for the people who has the realization. Now when we don't have that realization, whenever we got hurt in a physical level, we are identifying ourselves with the body and we are crying. But when we have the ability or capability to differentiate ourselves from the body, so many things will look like petty things for us. We never ever cared that much as we used to care before the self-realization. So that much maturity will be there and it is easy to go through the karmic things. So prarabdham paribhujya, we have to go through the karma and we will go through the karma. Karma sekalam, not even a single piece of karma is left. all the things should be cleared. Prakshina karmantaraha. Then one can get rid of the karmas. Karma will be in 3 levels. What is the past karma, which is collected and fixed deposited, what we call the sanchitam. Everything is in a sanchi, in a bag. We are collecting since thousands of crores of births and filling in one bag. That is becomes a big bag, quintal bag. That is the sanchitam. And whatever we took a little amount to, just like a fixed deposit. Fixed deposit is the sanchitam. We got a bonus this year and we are not consuming it. We are fixing it as a CDR fixed deposit. So it is going to mature in 5 years or 6 years with double amount. Right? So those are the sanchitas. Fixed deposits are the sanchita karmas. And every month salary will be deposited in our bank and we are withdrawing a little amount according to our necessity. So whatever withdrawn will be go in terms of the expenditure, that is the prarabdham. It won't go into the fixed deposit anyway. Okay, and whatever amount we withdrawn is going to be the prarabdham. Again, a portion of the prarabdham is invested in stocks. Let me think. Then again the stocks are going to give some additional value to it. Those are the agami karmas. If we say in terms of the money, we will understand in a better way. That is the reason I am talking like this. So sanchita karma, prarabdha karma, agami karma. Sanchita is the fixed deposit, prarabdha is the withdrawn amount for the present expenditure, and among the expenditure, if you invest some portion, it is going to give the future income, that is going to be the agami. So prakshina karmantaraha, you can be get rid of all these karmas. How we can get rid of the fixed deposits and the future karma? Once we are into real God's realization or the self-realization with the kripa of an acharya, God is going to relieve us from the agami and sanchita karmas. How he is going to relieve? Because ఎవరు చేసిన కర్మ వాను అనుభవించక తీరదు. చేసిన కర్మ అనుభవించక తప్పదు. People say like that, right? So it's true. But once we are really into God realization, then God will bless the people who are loving us or who is really friendly to us. So all our positive punya karmas, the sanchitas, those bags will be shared among the people who love us or whom we love. Either way, they are going to get all our properties, all the punyas. The people who are hating us, they are going to share our papams. So we should be thankful more to the people who hate us, who blame us, who disrespect us, because they are going to share our negative burden. No, Sanchitami is gone, Agami is gone, then we are left with only Prarabdham. So that is the reason Prarabdham Paribhujya Karma Sakalam Prakshina Karmantaraha Nyasa Deva. Then we should be in a position to surrender, 100% surrender. Then Nirankuseswaradaya, if we were able to surrender 100%, then Nirankusa, the one and only sole owner of the entire world, he will be compassionate towards us. So with his grace or with his guidance, Nirankuseswaradaya Nirluna Mayanvayaha, all the clutches of the nature, the Maya will be relieved. So all our what you call hand clubs will be relieved in the form of the nature. That means we are slowly getting out of the body. But how do we remember the path while getting out of the body? Because the body had 9 exits, and through which exit we can reach the path of the liberation? We don't know, right? So then the God, Nirankuseswaradaya, he will guide us. Nirlunamayanvaya Niranyasadiva Nirankuseswaradaya Nirlunamayanvaya Harda Anugraha. Harda Anugraha means with the blessings of the one who is at our heart. With his blessings, Madhyadhamanitvarat. So, being in the heart, he will show you the torch. So that when at the part of time of the departure, everything stops working, all the senses are going to withdraw their things and they are going to collapse. So then he's the only one who is showing the torch. Then through directly, this is going to the Sushumna Nadi, which hits the Sahasrara, Madhya Dhamani. This is called as the Madhya Dhamani. There are three nerves: Ida, Pingala, Sushumna. Sushumna is called as the Madhya Dhamani, the balanced one, where you can reach to the Sahasrara. Then it is open here. Bahihi Nirkataha. Then you will come out of the body. Nirlona Mayanvaya, by relieving yourself from the clutches of the Maya, the karmic nature, the karmic bondages, then you will get out of this body. And the God behind you, who is inside your heart, is showing the path through the light. Then once you come out, that is the, what you call the takeoff, or the rocket launched. No, the soul acts just like rocket. Once it is burnt, within seconds it will go out of the orbit of the earth. Thus the soul who get rid of this mundane body from this Sushumna Nadi, now he is going to start his journey. And what are the places he is going to cross? That explained in the second sloka. Those are the landmarks. Muktorchittina Purva Paksha Shadudan.
Shashadodan
Masaptavatam Sumatu. Glourvidyut Varunendra Dhatru Mahitaha. Sorry, I did a mistake. No glow, only glow. Glow with Varunendra Dhatru Mahitaha. Simanta Sindhva Plutaha. Sri Vaikunthamupetya Nityamajadam. Nityamajadam. Tasmin Parabrahmanaha. Nityam Samavapyanandati Samam. Sayutyam Samavapya. Nandati Samam. Teneva Dhanya Puman. So, once the soul was able to get rid of the body through this hole, the exit, which is closed now, but it will be open with the grace of the Lord. I don't know. How many of you saw the movie of the Ananda Bhairavi, which is a classical dance movie? In that, at the end, they will show the Guru while sitting in the meditation, the soul will dance, and slowly he will quit this body through this place. So the people who while leaving this body can see if something here, they never ever born again. I'm able to hear about a very few people like that. There is a great sadhaka who is called as the Chindol Shastrigar, who lives in a village near the Vijayawada in Krishna district. When he quit this body, actually all the people, he's a great Devi Upasaka, all the people, they were able to see some divine radiance coming out of this body and slowly entered into the sky at the time of his departure. Even the people away from his body, they were able to see a great radiance going into the sky, and slowly it's a big news. So the people who can exit through this way, they can definitely enter into the divine cosmos. So then that soul will be called as muktaha. Until unless when we are in this body, we are called as the baddhas. Baddhas means what tied up with the karmic bondages. The Ananta, Garuda, Vishwaksena, they are called as the Nritya Suris. They are also souls, no doubt. They are also souls just like us. They are not omnipotent. They are just like us. They are souls. But they never ever had any bondage with the nature because they are always in the divine heaven along with the Lord. So they are called as Nitya Suris. And we people, though we are Baddhas at this juncture, but slowly with the Acharya Kataksham and our sincere surrenderance to God and Acharya, we may become Muktas. But don't worry, immediately we are going to be Muktas. We are not ready yet. We want to enjoy so many things. At least for me, I need to improve the Prajna team. And I need to improve the number of the Prajna kids by Ramanuja Sahasrabdha. I want at least 10,000 kids should be in the Vedic path. I want to invite them back to the Vedic path. So I'm not ready yet. Sorry. Okay. So the people who are liberated, they were called as the Muktas. Muktaha, such Mukta will cross these junctions. What are they? Archihi. Archihi means the fire. So immediately they will throw him into the fire. Then they will cross another world called Dina, a day. Purva Paksha, fortnight. Though it looks like the time span, what I felt, according to the NASA people, they are the great modern rishis for me, who are discovering so many things. So the time span on the Mercury for a year is equal to only 88 days. The time span on Earth is equal to 364 or 365 days. The time span on Jupiter is equal to more than 385 or 375. So these are the different worlds where the soul has to go through. So Archi 1, Dina 1, Purapaksha the fortnight 1, and Shadudan Masa. Masa is the 30 days, and then Shadudan Masa 6 months means 1 ayana. Then Abda means 1 year. Then Vata means the Vayuloka. Amsuman means the what you call the sun god, Suryaloka. Then glow means the Vidyuloka. Not Vidyuloka. Glow means the moon, I think. Yeah. Chandraloka. Then Vidyuloka. Varuna Loka. Indraloka. And Dhatru, Brahmaloka. That is the higher edge of this mundane world, what we call the Leela Vibhuti. So starting from earth up to the Brahmaloka. This is the heavenly worlds. And Brahmaloka is the last city in the mundane world. After that there is a Viraja river, and on the other bank of Viraja, Vaikuntham starts. Okay. So Dhatru is the Brahmaloka. Mahitaha, by crossing all these lokas with the help of the Adhisthana Devatas in those places. Simanta Sindhva Plutaha. Then they will get a chance to cross the Simanta Sindhu, that is the border ocean in the border, that is the Viraja river. Sri Vaikunthamupetya. Then they will enter into the Vaikuntha Loka, which is Nityam, the permanent world, Nitya Vibhuti, Ajadam. It is always shining with self-conscious. Everything is there made up of soul only. Nothing is the mundane or related to the clay or the Prakriti. Everything is divine. So it is Ajadam, always shining. Then Sayityam Samavapya. Once any soul was able to enter, cross the Virja river and enter into the Vaikuntha Lokam, immediately some divine Purusha will come and touch the soul so that the soul can get the divine body. Until they reach crossing the Virja and reach the Amano Purusha, whom we call the divine Purusha, the soul doesn't have any body. So once they touch, the soul is going to get the divine body just like Narayana. Sayujyam Samavapya. Then that Purusha, those people in that world, they will take this new arrived soul to the Lord, to the presence of the Lord. Then Lord will take this newborn, new baby who was able to realize and came to him, and he will take the little one into his laps and show to the mother. They both will start playing with this one. Sayityam samavapya nandati samam. Then this soul will get everything equal to Lord Narayana. All the upacharas, all the alankaras, all the abilities, even the knowledge and the power and everything, this soul will get equal to the Lord Narayana. Te nandati samam. He will be equally treated with the God and equally blessed with all other Nitya Suris. Teneva dhanya puman. Then only any soul can be considered as the blessed soul or mukta soul in the liberated state. So this is the intra-cosmic journey, and these pictures are self-explanatory. You can look into the purport, how the soul will cross. The divine hands of the God is as the vehicle, and the soul is crossing through the divine worlds. Everything is here. You can show the pictures. Once the Amano Purusha touched the soul got all the alankarams just like the Vishnu. How can we discriminate? Immediately the kids will ask, how can you discriminate who is the real Vishnu? Then you need to tell, because of the Lakshmi Devi who is on his chest, and because of the identification mold, the Srivatsa, you can differentiate Lord Vishnu than the other Nityas and Muktas. Okay? If it is okay, let us complete with the Palasruti.
Okay, Mata.
Pratarnityanusandheyam
Nusandheyam
paramartham mumukshubhihi
Paramartham
Mumukshubhi
lokadvayena sankhiptam
Shlokadvayena samshiktam
Sankshitam
suvyaktam varado pravit.
Suvyaktam Rado Bravi
Prataha 1, Nityanusandheyam 2, Paramartham 3, Mumukshubhihi 4, Slokadvayena 5, Sankhiptam 6, Suvyaktam 7, Varadaha 8, Abravit 9. So this is the Slokadvayam or Paramartha Slokadvayam, which explains about the Paramapurushartha. Whoever chants Prataha every day early morning, Nityam Anusandeyam. This is the stotram to be chanted every day. Mumukshupihi, whoever wants to be liberated, for them this is the Paramartham. Simply explained, Sankshiptam, very briefly. This is the abridged version of the Archiradi Marga. Actually, the Archiradi Marga is explained in 52 steps or 58 steps. This is the abridged version. Slokadvayena Sankshiptam, within 2 slokas. Simple way to remember the GPS up to the intracosmic destination. Suvyaktam. Suvyakta means expressed in a better way within 2 slokas. By whom? Varadaha Abravit. Again, by the great devotee or great scholar called the Varadacharya Swami. So whoever chants this every day, they are going to get the moksham or mukti. Jai Sriman Narayana. Shall we conclude for today with prayer?
Jai Sriman Mataji.
Aswaniji, I think she has some doubt.
We didn't do the split for the previous shloka.
Mukto Archihi?
Yeah. We didn't break up for that.
Oh, okay. So Muktaha, one word. Archihi, one word. Dina Purva Paksha Shaludan Masatavatam Sumat. Glow Vidyut Varunendra Dhatru Mahitaha. Up to that one word. Simanta Sindhvaplataha, another word. Sri Vaikuntham, one, another word. Upetya, another word. Nityam, another word. Ajadam, another word. Tasmin, another. Parabrahmanaha, one more. Sayujyam, one. Samavapya, another. Nandati, another. Samam, another. Tena, one word. Eva, one word. Tena plus Eva will become Teneva. So Tena plus E colon VA, Eva. Vruddhi Sandhi. Dhanyaha, one. Puman, one. మొత్తం ఎన్ని వచ్చాయి?
Twenty వచ్చాయా? 20.
ఓకే. చాలా శ్రీధర్ స్వామి మీరేంటో అన్నారు?
స్టార్టింగ్ లో సుందరకాండ గురించి అన్నారు, మీరు డీటెయిల్స్ చెప్తాను.
తప్పకుండా. నేను యాక్చువల్ గా మీ అందరికి కలిపి ఫార్వర్డ్ చేయడానికి ట్రై చేస్తాను. జూన్ 17th నుంచి మనకి అధిక ఆషాఢ మాసం వచ్చిందండి. దాన్ని పురుషోత్తమ మాసం అని అంటారు. ఎందుకు అంటే మనకి ఇక్కడ పూరి జగన్నాథుడిది అధిక ఆషాఢం వచ్చిన సంవత్సరమే కొత్త మూర్తిని తయారు చేస్తారు. 12 ఏళ్ళకోసారి మూర్తిని మారుస్తారని తెలుసు కదా మనకి. నవకళేబరం అంటారు. ఆ నవకళేబరం స్వీకరించేటువంటి సమయం కనుక దాన్ని పురుషోత్తమ మాసం అంటారు, అధిక ఆషాఢ మాసాన్ని. ఆ మాసంలో మనకి అసలు యాక్చువల్ గా ఈ ఏడాది అంతా కూడా మన్మథనామ సంవత్సరం అంతా కూడా శనిగారే రాజు, శనిగారే సైన్యాధ్యక్షుడు అని కూడా అన్నారు కదా. సో ప్లాన్ చేసి ఆర్డర్స్ వేసేది శనిగారే, దాన్ని ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేసే సైన్యాధ్యక్షుడు శనిగారే. అంటే శనిగారు అంటే మనకి అందరికీ ఎంత భయమో మనకి తెలుసు కనుక దానికి రెమెడీ ఏంటంటే, యాక్చువల్ గా శని ఈస్ నాట్ బ్యాడ్. హీఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు గో అకార్డింగ్ టు ద రూల్. పాపం ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి పాపకర్మ, పుణ్యం ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి పుణ్యకర్మ రెండు అనుభవింపచేస్తారు ఆయన. మోర్ ఓవర్ హీఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి ఏ గుడ్ గైడ్ హూ కెన్ అలో us to turn into the spiritual path too. శని ఆధ్యాత్మిక కారకుడు అవుతాడు. సో ఎప్పుడు మనం ఆధ్యాత్మికంగా మారుతాం అంటే భౌతికంగా ఎప్పుడైతే ఎక్కువ ఇబ్బందులు ఉంటాయో అప్పుడు దైవం వైపు బుద్ధి మళ్ళుతుంది. లేకపోతే దైవం వైపు మనసు మారడం చాలా కష్టం. కనుక ఆ రకంగా ఆ శని మంచివాడే, కానీ బేసిక్ గా అందరికి బాహ్యంగా ఎక్కువ ఇబ్బంది అనిపిస్తూ ఉంటుంది. ఆల్మోస్ట్ 12 రాసుల్లో 7 రాసుల వాళ్ళకి ఈయన యొక్క ప్రభావం చాలా ఎక్కువగా ఉంది. చాలా దారుణంగా ఉంది ఈ ఏడాది ప్లానటరీ అలైన్మెంట్ అని ఉగాది నుంచి సుందరకాండ పారాయణ స్టార్ట్ చేసి స్వామీజీ అలానే కంటిన్యూ చేస్తున్నారు. ఆవృత్తి కాగానే ఆవృత్తి అలా స్టార్ట్ చేస్తూనే ఉన్నారు. అయితే అందరం కూడా కాస్త కూస్తో వారు చేసే చాంటింగ్ కి మనం కనెక్ట్ కాగలిగితే, though he is doing on behalf of everyone, it's our duty to connect to the server, right, to get that energy. So he gave a wonderful, beautiful plan in 2002. Swamiji blessed the world with Gita Amrita Diksha. Every day early in the morning, 6 o'clock, we used to start with Swamiji used to start with prayer and one prarthana slokam, and one sloka of Gita was given to everyone. So 700 people will be one complete Bhagavad Gita. Like that, again, another 700 will make another round of Bhagavad Gita. Like that, all of us used to chant on the same time. So it may take only 1 or 2 minutes, but first slokam of Bhagavad Gita was done by one, at the same time 2, like 700, several times, because thousands of people, lakhs of people participated. Even people in America, while driving the cars, they participated like that. So similarly, Swamiji wants to make everyone participate in the Sundarakanda. So they gave the slokas package of 6 slokas, and we will get our individual sloka. So we have 2,804 or 840 slokas in Sundarakanda altogether. So we are distributing one sloka for one person. But all of us should chant 9 a.m. IST, Indian Standard Time. Wherever you are, you need not think about the muddy or tadi like that. Just take the Achamaniyam and say Chitaya Namaha, Punrikakshay, like that, and you can chant whatever time zone you are. But compare with the Indian Standard Time, because Swami is going to do the Sankalpam and start the prayer. Then he will release the spiritual energy. If we were able to connect to that spiritual bridge, so all over the earth it is going to be a big protecting energy circulation, a positive energy circulation. So let us be part of that. I will share the details. I can share the here we started, and today we were able to complete all the circles. Even our people in Jetworld and Facebook, they are trying to spread the word. I will request Raghuji to share the link on the online also, where it will automatically programmed in such a way you can sign up with your contact email and phone contact only if they need. So you can get your particular sloka. So I will request Raghuji to share that link, and I will share with you people and the Tanzania people and Dubai people too. Okay, Andy.
Okay,
So you can share with your friends and relatives in India or in other country, but make sure time should be 9 a.m. IST. Okay now.
Okay,
Jai Shrimanarayana. Let us conclude with the prayer.
What time tomorrow?
tomorrow class.
Tomorrow class we
What
can
time?
maybe better to have 8:30 only, because we have some get together evening Vishnu Sahasranam Parayana followed by discourse from 6 to 8. So 30 minutes should be buffer time, because I have to come back to home, right? We are going to somebody's house and we have the Parayana session there. Then Saturday weekend, right? So we have in-person session tomorrow. So give me 30 minutes. 8:30 should be fine for me.
Okay, Mata.
It's close by only, so I can reach within 30 minutes with God's grace, without any obstacle. Let me pray. After first module is very nice for us, but after starting second module every week something is happening. But I appreciate your patience. Thank you all for giving me this wonderful opportunity.
Jai Srimanarayan Mataji. Even we are also taking all the pains. Even we are traveling from different zones also, you are allocating time for us.
That's on to you, Akka.
It's Acharya's Kataksham. So let us conclude with the prayer. Om Purnamidam Purnamadaha Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Namah Paramarshibhyo Namah Paramarshibhyah Om Namah Paramarshibhyo Namah Paramarshibhyah Om Asmatgurubhyo Namaha.
Jai Srimanarayan.
Narayana. One more request on my side. Don't think otherwise, but we are getting the information, but I want to know how much you are able to digest. So maybe in August, once I came back from Godar Pishkrans, we'll have a testing session. Is it okay?
Yeah. We will have some time also to practice this sloka.
To practice the slokas, and he can revisit the recordings.
Module 1 was good. This is, I am at least finding it difficult to grasp it. Module 1 is good.
Yeah, meanwhile, if you have any doubts while going through the same topic, please let me know through mail. So through mail, I can answer at any time, right? So I will have the buffer time whenever I'm available. I will do answering. So whatever the questions you got from the kids or you have on your own, please let me know. Let us have a thorough understanding. And my request, one more request is Sridharacharya Swami. Can you spread
Yes,
the
sir.
message for the old teachers too?
Uh-huh.
Because I want to know how they were able to express or how they have the depth about these concepts.
Sure, Mataji.
If they want, I can have one special session with the senior teachers. I don't want to say old, the senior teachers too, because just I want to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
Harigriva Stotram, can I have all together? Because which is really powerful, which helps us to in teaching and which helps us in learning for ourselves. Can I have all of them from tomorrow onwards? Just for 3 weeks. 3 days. 3 classes.
Yeah,
So
Mataji. I think,
please send a mail like that.
yeah.
Let us request and see. I got almost 31 IDs. So I want to invite all the teachers and let them know the significance of the High Kriva and let them practice the depth.
Yes, Mataji.
So in Hangout, how many people?
Anyway, we're having the festivals,